Chapter 18. Don't do this for me. Ava, come sit. Mrs. Elaine Reed's smile was warm as she beckoned her over, then shot her son a glare and muttered, "Move aside. Don't block her seat next to me." Suppressing the jolt in her chest, Ava crossed the room with calm poise. When she reached the sofa, Ian's eyes lifted, cautious, almost pleading. The arrogance usually etched into his features was nowhere to be found. Instead, he looked obedient, almost boyish. It was the first time Elaine had ever seen her youngest son behave this way. Her smile deepened as she took Ava's hand and drew her down beside her. "Only when Ian came back did I learn about how disrespectfully he treated you overseas," Elaine said softly. "On his behalf, let me apologize." She leaned forward and picked up a velvet box of sapphire blue. "Consider this a small token of apology. For my sake, forgive him." Ava smiled radiantly but pushed the gift back. "Mrs. Reed, I never took that matter to heart. You don't need to be so formal. Your generosity is commendable," Elaine said with a sigh. "But this foolish boy, he's never dated before and has no clue how to behave. I'll have to send him away to reflect on his actions." In the end, Ava accepted the box. But moments later, a servant arrived to summon Elaine elsewhere. When her footsteps faded, Ava immediately extended the box back toward Ian. 2 months apart, and your scheming's already leveled up. You even used your mother to win my sympathy. Her lips curved, but the smile never touched her eyes. "That's not it." Ian caught her hand, anxious. "I posted a photo before, and my mom saw it. She's liked you from the start. She even went to one of your performances. She told me to bring you home, but when she found out we broke up, she scolded me so badly. She was afraid showing up unannounced would make you uncomfortable. I swear I never told her to go to your house." Ava leaned back, body angled. "And I'm just supposed to believe that? I'd never lie to you." His gaze locked on hers, filled with sincerity. Unyielding, earnest. Under the weight of his stare, Ava was the one to glance away first. After a long pause, Ian finally spoke. "The necklace matches your dress tonight. Please, don't reject it." Ava opened the box. Inside gleamed the diamond necklace she had once pointed out in a magazine offhand during their time together. She had known he came from a well-off family, but not much more. She'd been too busy. Only now, seeing him seated beside Elaine, did she realize Ian was the Reed family's heir. "When did you buy it?" she asked, holding the box out. His expression dimmed. "When I bought the ring?" He had intended to give it to her with a proposal. The proposal never happened. Neither did the gift. "Ava, it's just a gift, nothing more." His voice rushed out, worried as she pressed the box into his hands again. Her brows arched. "So you want me to put it on myself?" Hope sparked instantly in his eyes. He grinned wide, all eagerness. Let me. He slipped the necklace from the box, circling behind her to clasp it at her nape. "Samuel Reed is your brother?" Ava asked abruptly. "Yes," Ian replied, fastening the clasp. He bent closer. "But my brother doesn't like women." Ava froze. Of all things, she hadn't expected that. The man she had once considered a possible match, gay? Then again, even if Samuel had been straight, her ties with Ian made such an idea impossible. In her mind, she crossed Samuel Reed's name off her private list. Tonight she'd meant to finally meet the legendary head of the Reed Group. Now, her curiosity faded. When Ian extended his arm, she slipped hers through without thought. "You eaten?" he asked. She touched her stomach. His timing made her realize how hungry she was. "No time," she answered flatly. "Then let's eat. Come on." The banquet. Before she could finish, Ian was already tugging her hand, steering her downstairs, not to the ballroom, but the family's dining hall. A table groaned under the weight of dishes. "You cooked?" Ava turned, startled. Ian's grin widened, his posture practically wagging like a dog awaiting praise. He pulled out a chair, guiding her down. "I knew you'd come hungry, so I made sure dinner was ready." He ladled soup and slid the bowl before her. "Drink first, then eat." Ava lifted the spoon. One taste, and the flavor tugged memories loose. Back when they first dated, Ian hadn't known a thing about cooking, but she had a picky palate, couldn't stomach foreign food, and with her packed schedule, she often skipped meals. One night, when her stomach pain left her doubled over, Ian had panicked, staying up all night fumbling to care for her. From then on, he'd learned to cook. "Ian," she murmured after swallowing, "don't do this for me anymore." His chopsticks paused, then he deliberately ignored her words, dropping beef brisket into her bowl. "Need water?" he asked casually. She saw the evasion but let it go, nodding. As he turned to pour her a glass, Ava chewed the beef, silently admitting, his cooking was good. Ian had many strengths, but he was childish, clingy, too much so. Eventually, it had begun to weigh on her, threatening her career. That had been the real reason she ended things. She could never let a man stand in the way of her ballet. Footsteps echoed on the stairs. Ava turned, and her gaze collided with a face striking and refined. The man's suit was immaculate, hair perfectly groomed. Authority radiated from him in waves, tempered with gravity and composure. In an instant, she knew. Samuel Reed. His features bore resemblance to Ian's, but where Ian's were bold and unruly, Samuel's were restrained. The allure of maturity clung to him, a magnetism far beyond the reach of a fresh graduate like Ian.